Hi everyone and happy Tuesday. My Tuesday tip for today is a school counseling hack that you can use in individual or group counseling sessions, and it's for children that struggle with emotional regulation and particularly with anger management. So in the session, I start by asking the student what causes their anger or what causes their high emotionality. And of course, they give me all kinds of answers like my mother, my little brother, the kid that sits next to me in math, the rain, so on and so forth. So I listen, and then when they're done talking, I say, well, actually, it's not any of those things because it's your thoughts that make you angry. And so using Kid Speak, I explain a little bit of CBT with regards to how thoughts relate to feelings. And when I'm done explaining, almost all the kids give me the skeptical eyebrow. However, I am able to win them over every time with what I like to call the preschool experience, which is a story I tell them. So in the story, I start by asking them to imagine that they are walking down the halls and someone slams into them from the back and causes them to fall on the floor, and they spill all their books all over the floor. And at that point, I ask them, how do you feel? How are you feeling right now? And of course, they give me various levels of, high emotionality, again, anger, frustration. They tell me that they feel like they want to yell at the person or fight or something like that. So then I tell them that actually the person that banged into them, that bumped into the back of them, was a tiny little 4-year-old girl. And she lost her mother over in the preschool section. And so she's frantically running around the school looking for her mother. And she's very scared and kind of panicked. And so at that point, I stop again and I give them a moment to let that information sink in. And I ask them how they feel again. And without a doubt, everyone tells me that now they feel sorry for the little girl and they want to help her. And so at that point, we process how it's not actually the act of getting bumped into that made them mad. It's rather their thoughts on the act of getting bumped into. And when they thought it was a rude or a careless classmate, they had a really negative reaction. But once they realized that it was actually just a little girl who needed help, their thoughts and then their feelings changed. So go ahead yourself and try out this powerful story when you're working with kiddos on emotional regulation and see how well it works for your students. Happy counseling!